Turns out that Bitcoin does pump on the weekends. What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Svenson, and today we're going to be talking about the Bitcoin pump. As I'm making this video, Bitcoin is moving above the $34,000 level. I believe that Bitcoin is on the precipice of making a major shift in trend. And before we discuss all of this, definitely smash up that like button and also subscribe to this channel. Hit that big red button if you have not done so already. Now, taking a look at the Cryptowatch homepage, we can see that the entire market is shifting back to the upside. Now, speaking of Cryptowatch, they just added fundamental analysis tools. So if you go to the search bar and you type in Bitcoin blockchain in that search bar, you can see a ton of on-chain metrics. So just going to the first one here, the active address count. If we take a look at this chart, looking at the weekly chart, the number of active addresses came back to a low that was almost the same as the 2018 low. Though this time around, we're seeing a rapid increase for active addresses, rather than here in 2018 where we kind of just flatlined and the market was very depressed for a very long time. This time around, it seems like fundamentally there are a lot more active users on the Bitcoin blockchain. So definitely click that link below to sign up with Cryptowatch if you have not done so already, and go in the search bar and type in Bitcoin blockchain. Now, looking at Bitcoin on the daily chart, perhaps the most important thing to be looking at right now is the daily RSI. This 6-month downtrend line has just been broken to the upside. The daily RSI is now shifting bullish. We now have a confirmed breakout on the daily RSI. And this is coming alongside Bitcoin turning this downward sloping resistance line into support and getting a bounce. And that is currently our first major signal that we may be getting a bullish shift, a momentum shift to the upside. And this is coming right after finding that slightly higher low recently. And whether you want to call this an inverse head and shoulders or not, this type of market structure with a low, a lower low, and then a higher low signals a bullish reversal, an increase in momentum for the bulls. That's what this type of market structure actually represents. Now, let's take a look at some of our key moving averages. The blue line is the 21-day EMA. The yellow line is the 50-day EMA, which was a key support line on our way up. And if we're looking at these two moving averages right now, the 21-day EMA is now being broken. We're now seeing a major move above that. And it was acting as resistance for quite a long time. And the yellow 50-day EMA, which was a major support on the way up, is our next major hurdle to be getting above. And I think that, maybe we find some resistance here, but right now the bulls are gaining a lot of momentum, and I do expect us to ultimately break above these two moving averages and see a major push towards the 40K level. So for some shorter term upside targets, we're going to be looking for some confluence with the fib nodes from high to low, from the last swing high to the swing low of this range. The first major target that actually lines up with some major resistance points is the 382 fib extension at $40,443 US, which would be the next major upside target. I do think that we have a lot of signs here that momentum is beginning to shift to the upside for the bulls. And instead of us just guessing, looking at the charts and just guessing what's going to happen next, we can look at some on-chain metrics to actually see what are the whales doing. I have the chart here, Bitcoin supply held by entities with the balance of, and then we have various different balances here. The biggest one is the blue one, Bitcoin, the balances of wallets with 1,000 to 10,000 Bitcoin in them. And that is this blue line here. And we can see that going into March and May, a major decline. But now we clearly have an uptick, a shift. We are now seeing higher lows instead of lower lows in the wallets with a balance of 1,000 to 10,000 Bitcoin in them. The whales are accumulating. And if I move myself to the other side of the screen, the orange line, which represents balances of 10 Bitcoin to 100 Bitcoin, is also on the up and up, right? We're now seeing higher lows. And wallets with 100 to 1,000 Bitcoin are seeing some sideways action here, but they're at least stable. So in terms of wallet activity, all wallets are at least increasing their positions or stable. I mean, this is just what the on-chain metrics are showing us, right? This is what the whales are doing. They're accumulating. So it's more likely than not that Bitcoin is going to play out a bullish reversal. And like we've been saying on this channel for months now, the whales, they've been absorbing all of the sell pressure, quietly accumulating as retail runs around in fear, calling for, mid 20K, low 20K range. And it's becoming increasingly less likely that we do see a move down into those levels. I think we've probably found the bottom. And actually on this channel, if you remember, on the weekly chart, we called the bottom at 30K on May 18th. The very day that we touched 30,000 on this channel, we looked at the weekly volume signature and we identified that, wait a minute, this weekly volume signature is just like every market bottom or every market top. Every major shift in direction, even the 2018 bear market low, we got a volume signature just like this, right? So it was a very clear signal. This signal right here that we got on May 18th, it rarely fails. Now I understand a lot of people are going to say, but Kevin, it wasn't the bottom. We wicked below it. I mean, it's really insignificant. If you used the May 18th weekly volume signature as an accumulation signal, well, you've been able to buy Bitcoin at great prices this whole time without any major break below 30,000. We basically have held 30,000 as the bottom since May 18th, despite a couple wicks. So that weekly volume signature, once again, I think the most reliable signal I've ever used, right? This is the Coinbase volume signature. The weekly volume on Coinbase is the most reliable signal I have ever used. 30K is likely to be the bottom. And I do expect Bitcoin to see a major continuation in this bull market. So all in all, I do think Bitcoin has found the low. I think we're playing out a bullish reversal. And that daily RSI breakout is a very convincing indicator that we are getting a bullish momentum shift. And we could likely expect a recovery from this point and potentially a continuation of the longer term bull market from here. I don't think that Bitcoin's gonna be ending this bull market anytime soon. We have a lot of time before the next halving. The next halving's in 2024. We have nearly 3 years until the next halving. A lot can happen in 3 years. I would say don't listen to the bears that tell you that we're going to be bearish from here all the way into the next halving. That's just so unlikely, guys. It's just so unlikely. We're probably going to continue this bull run and actually enter a true bear market at a later time and then look to enter the halving, right? In my opinion, expect some major upside moving forward. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Smash that like button if you did. Subscribe to this channel if you're new, and I'll see you all in the next video.